The Lost Library of Echoes. Chapter 1. The Door You Weren't Looking For. There's a place you can only find when you're not looking. It starts with a narrow path, tucked behind an old forgotten garden gate. The air feels heavier there, like it's holding its breath. And as you step closer, you get that strange feeling, like the breeze is whispering your name. Not out loud, just quietly, somewhere deep inside your thoughts. You follow the path, through ivy and wild violets, until you find a crooked door made of dark wood. Its gold hinges hum when your fingers brush them. There's no lock, no sign, just a feeling that you're allowed to enter. And if you do, you'll find something rare, the Lost Library of Echoes. But this isn't a library filled with books, not the kind you open with your hands. This is a library of whispers, of unspoken thoughts, of moments never shared out loud. The shelves are lined with glass jars. Some glow faintly, some flicker like candlelight, some rattle with quiet laughter, and a few pulse with something that feels a bit like tears. Each jar holds something that was never spoken, a dream left behind, a memory that faded, a version of someone that once lived but never got seen. No one built this library. It just began to exist, like silence between heartbeats, and not everyone finds it. Only certain people who've been carrying something unspoken too, people like you. And today, as you step through that crooked door, there's already a jar waiting for you. Would you open it? Chapter 2. The Jar You Took. You didn't plan to take one, but something about that jar felt different. It wasn't glowing. It didn't flicker. It didn't make a sound. It just waited, still, silent, like deep water that hides something important underneath. You didn't ask permission. You just slipped it into your pocket. It felt right. And then you left the crooked door behind. The world outside looked the same streets, same sky, same pace, but you felt different. The jar didn't do anything at first. It just sat quietly, almost like it was asleep. Then it started. Little things. You woke up with a word on your tongue you hadn't used in years. A face popped up in a dream. Someone you hadn't thought about since you were small. You felt a pull, a gentle tug behind your belly, like a golden thread had attached itself to you. And then, one night, you opened the jar. Not with your hands, with your heart. And the moment you did, something lit up the room. Not a blinding light, a remembering light. Like when someone hugs you and you suddenly feel safe again. And there it was. The version of you who never gave up. They looked like you, but more alive. Not perfect, just real. The version of you who still believed. Who created without overthinking. Who asked questions without fear. The version of you who whispered, "I know there's more than this." They didn't speak. They didn't need to. They just held out their hand. And you knew, if you took it, even once, something in you would shift forever. Not because everything would suddenly be easy, but because now you'd remembered. That version of you never left. They were just waiting, in the jar, in the silence, in the part of you that never stopped glowing, even when the world got loud. And once you see them, once you feel that spark again, you start noticing jars everywhere, in other people's eyes, in dusty corners of old notebooks, in places you forgot to look, and you realize you've only just begun. Chapter 3. The Thread That Leads Between Worlds. The golden thread didn't shout for your attention. It didn't flash or tug hard. It simply whispered. You felt it more than saw it. That soft pull behind your belly, like curiosity, mixed with remembering. It led you across your floor, under the door, out into the world you thought you knew. It wove through the quiet streets, past lampposts, humming like lullabies for forgotten dreams. Then it turned, sharply, between two old brick walls you've walked past 100 times. You'd never noticed the gap before. It's narrow. You have to turn sideways. The bricks are warm to the touch. And when you step through, the world hasn't disappeared. It's just shifted. The colors are a little too rich. The air feels still, like the moment before someone speaks. And the thread, the golden thread, glows softly now. Alive, certain, patient. You follow. Not because you know where it's going, but because, for the first time in a long time, you don't need to know. It leads you through a wide, open field of tall grass, the kind you haven't run through since childhood. And as your fingers brush each blade, they hum softly, like strings on a forgotten instrument. You hear echoes, a giggle, a lullaby, your own young voice shouting, "Watch me." And then, in the center of the field, you see it, a mirror. Not just for your face. This mirror shows your timeline, but not as a straight line. It's a swirling, living galaxy of choices, of moments, of echoes. You see where you lost your spark and where you lit it again. You see tiny decisions that changed everything. Some you didn't even realize at the time. And then, the thread climbs the mirror. It wraps itself around one glowing point, one moment, a choice you almost made, a path you felt, but didn't take. The mirror leans forward just slightly, and then it whispers, "It's not too late." Chapter 4, The Version of You Who Chose. You don't hesitate. You reach in, and the moment your fingers touch the mirror's surface, it ripples. Not like water, like memory, soft, deep, alive. Your whole body follows, not because you're being pulled, but because something inside you says yes. A quiet, certain yes that doesn't need explaining. You're not in a new world. You're in yours. But this version of you, the one who said yes instead of no, who followed the spark instead of the fear, lives it brighter. Not louder, not richer, just clearer. You step into their moment, the moment right after the choice you didn't make, the one you were too scared or too unsure to take. And now, here you are, watching what could have been. But there's no bitterness, just wonder. This version of you still has hard days, still feels doubt, still stares out the window, wondering if they're doing enough. But they move differently. There's a calm in their breath, a light in their step, a stillness in their heart. They look up and see you, and it's like looking into a mirror that knows you. They don't speak. They don't need to. They simply walk over and press something into your hand. It's not a treasure. It's not a map. It's a tiny glowing coal, still warm. This, their eyes say, is your courage. You didn't lose it. You just forgot where you put it. And the moment it touches your palm, something inside you loosens. Because courage was never about shouting or standing tall. It was always about showing up, quietly, steadily, truly. You don't want to leave, but you know it's time. So you thank them. And as you step back into your world, the golden coal still warm in your hand, you realize something simple but powerful. It was always yours. And now that you found it again, you won't forget where to look.